Well, viewers, a very good evening. You're watching Mirror now. This is South Speaks, and the lead story today is from Karnataka. Now, people in the state of Karnataka will have to really cough up a little more. This is when they actually go out now to purchase milk. Now, in the latest decision that has been taken by the Karnataka Milk Federation, the prices of half a litre and 1 litre milk packets will cost 2 rupees more, viewers. But there's a catch in this. The Milk Federation has decided to give the customer 50 ml more in each packet, which essentially would mean that the customer pays for the extra milk in the packet instead of an increased price for the current quantity that they're buying. Now, the BJP, meanwhile, of course, has launched another salvo against the state government, and they have said that this is against the people of the state. They say they're against the people because the people rejected the Congress party in the recently held Lok Sabha elections. First, let's listen to the charge coming in from the Bharatiya Janata Party. Prices of milk have been increased by 2 rupees. The chairman of KMF says, well, there's no increase at all. In fact, a reduction of 10 paisa because they're giving 50 ml more, sir.
No, it is very unfortunate. After the polls, Karnataka government busy taking revenge against the voters of Karnataka for not voting for the Congress candidates. It was fuel price hike in the past. Now the milk price. They have already indicated the bus fare will also go up. This is nothing but vengeance towards the voters. To say that 50 ml is given extra and 2 rupees is not a burden to the common man, it is very unfortunate. KMF president is far from reality.
The KMF chairman has vehemently denied this charge of the BJP. He says that if anything, that the government has actually reduced the prices of milk. Let's listen to what he said.
ನಾವು ಒಂದು ಪೈಸಾ ಕೂಡ ನಂದಿನಿ ಹಾಲಿನ ದರ ಹೆಚ್ಚು ಮಾಡಿಲ್ಲ. 50 ml ಹಾಲನ್ನ ನಾವು 1000 ml ಹಾಲಿಗೆ ಸೇರಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದೀವಿ. 1000 ml ಹಾಲನ್ನ ನಾಳೆಯಿಂದ 50 ml ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಾ ಮಾಡಿ 1050 ml ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇದೀನಿ. ಆ 50 ml ದರವನ್ನ 2 ರೂಪಾಯಿ 10 ಪೈಸೆ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಅದನ್ನ 10 ಪೈಸೆನೂ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಮಾಡಿ ನಾವು 44 ರೂಪಾಯಿ ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇದೀವಿ.
Now, the Chief Minister as well has put out a statement on the same lines. He says that there is a proportional increase in the production of milk. We are trying to, of course, help the farmers, give this extra milk to the people, and in turn they pay this price, and they're actually not paying an increased price. They're just getting more quantity of milk for that increased price. Let's listen to also what the Chief Minister said.
ನೋಡಪ್ಪ, ಹಾಲಿನ ದರ ಹೆಚ್ಚಿಗೆ ಮಾಡೋರು KMF ನಾವು, ಸರ್ಕಾರ ಅಲ್ಲ. ಬೇರೆ ರಾಜ್ಯಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಎಷ್ಟು ಪರಿಸ್ಥಿತಿ ಏನಿದೆ ಅಂತ ನೋಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ.
Now, the question before us today, viewers, is it okay to offer extra 50 ml to the people without them actually coming out and asking for it, and in turn making them pay little more? Is this a win-win for all, or yet another scheme bound to do more harm than good is the question. We asked the people this question. Let's listen to what they say.
Everybody wants coffee, everybody wants milk, and everybody wants curd. So it's good for health, right? Milk is good for health. We have to take. So for health issue, they have to consider this.
Really, for middle class and it's very difficult. They are hiking everything they are hiking. It's very difficult for people, common man, it's very difficult.
Well, it's impacting a lot to the common man, but those who are able to, for them it may not, but for the common man it makes a big difference.
Things just add up, so milk is going up, then maybe milk products will go up. So it's sort of, it does impact everything, and definitely price rise never impacts positively.
So let me open this up. Sathya Prakash of the Congress is with us today. Vijay Sardana, economist, and also Sandeep Anirudhan, founder of the Citizens Agenda for Bengaluru. Dr. Sudha Halkai, the BJP spokesperson, also joins us. Let me straight away take this across to the Congress party. Well, the BJP says this is revenge against the people. They didn't vote for you or didn't give you enough seats in the Lok Sabha elections, and hence the price rise that's being witnessed in the state of Karnataka. Mr. Sathya Prakash, your response.
Deepak, we need to understand that there is an increase in milk production, as you yourself said. Milk production has gone to 97 lakh liters, and it is going to touch 1 crore liters because the monsoon is very good. As and when monsoon is very good, the milk production goes up post the summer. We need to understand that, today's Chief Minister Siddaramaiah is becoming the Philip Kotler of politics. He's becoming a marketing wizard. He's on one side, mopping up resources. On the other side, he's making sure that, the common man are not suffering. You look at what the chairman of the KMF said. We have increased 50 ml more. That 50 ml can be used by the household to make buttermilk, curd. They can make cheese out of it. They can make ghee out of it. Please understand. So when they take more milk, they can cut their purchases of ghee, curd, etc. Today, opposition is getting a feeling that, Siddaramaiah is increasing price, is mopping up revenues so that he is going to make Karnataka a revenue surplus state. He's going to keep all the guarantees also. He's mopping up revenue. We were shouting at him saying there is no development. Now he will mop up so much of revenue that there will be development also. Yes, there is no doubt that in the parliamentary elections, people have given us less vote. But our vote share is equivalent to BJP. We were put to power in 2023 with 135 or 136 seats to remain in power for 5 years. And Mr. Siddaramaiah has gone on record. Even though we got less number of seats, we are not going to play with the lives of people. He said all the pro-poor guarantees will be there. Now what the Chief Minister is doing is, he is trying to mop up revenues, because these same gentlemen were saying, what will happen to the development? What will happen to the roads? Or what about the irrigation projects? For all this, he is mopping up resources. Siddaramaiah is turning out to be the Philip Kotler of political parties. That is where these guys have become, they're tensed up. If Siddaramaiah succeeds in mopping up enough revenues, what we have told the people will laugh at us. So what can I do? These same people were asking Siddaramaiah,
okay, this is
how
a
are you going
means
to mop up revenue?
The Chief Minister is doing a great job to bring in more funds. Now, but the question that I asked you initially was, the BJP is saying that this is burdening the people, Mr. Sathya Prakash. What do you have to say regarding that?
Not required. See, when you
well, I get your point that the government is trying to make more money, provide, for development, because there's... Okay, go ahead.
I will tell you. See, government has not increased for 500 ml pocket. For 500 ml, they're giving you 550 ml. That means more milk is coming. Through this, what will happen? Our spending on cheese, our spending on curd, etc. will not be there. Second point is, we are going to make sure that the excess production that is coming from the farmers, we are going to use it. BJP is anti-farmer. BJP is anti-people. That's why they're putting into the minds of the people that there is a price increase. In fact, I will tell you, there will be a 20 paisa price reduction when you take the actual cost-benefit analysis when you do on this. You look at any other state, our state, even with the increase of 2 rupees, it is 44 rupees for 550 ml of milk. Go to Kerala, go to our Sudha's own Gujarat. Look at the price there. It is nearly 8 rupees more than us. So please understand, Karnataka at any time, the prices are low. You look at fuel prices also, our prices are low. You look at milk prices compared to an Andhra, compared to a Kerala, our prices are low. Mr. Siddaramaiah has balanced.
Okay, Dr. Sudha wants to come in. Dr. Sudha Halkai wants to come in and counter some of the points that you made. Sudha Halkai, go ahead.
Yeah.
The Congress government in Karnataka, Deepak, what Mr. Sathya Prakash is saying, that the production of the milk is increased in Karnataka. Yes, good that the farmers have done their best, but they could have given 50 ml free to Karnataka. Rather, or else they could have given this milk free to the poor people in Karnataka, which Mr. Yediyurappa had done during the COVID period. Or they could have sold the milk to the other states if the price is more, and they could have tapped the resources instead of taxing the common man, which they're doing again and again and again. I've been telling you, they have increased the prices of electricity, they have increased the prices of the fuel, they have increased the prices of the sub-register value, they have increased the prices of the land, and now it is the milk and the other commodities like the vegetables. Who are they taxing? Who are they punishing? Who are they torturing? It is the common man. Why couldn't they go with the other solutions for this? They could have sold the milk to the other states, no? Why they're not giving it free to the farmers? And again they tell that, they have taken a loan of 1,50,000 crores in Karnataka in the past 1.5 years. No, you don't have any rights and ethics to please to talk, Mr. Sathya Prakash. Enough is enough now. You're talking, the prices in the hotels will be increased, the prices of the milk products will be increased. When you have increased the fuel, the transportation prices will be increased. Are you not aware the way you're torturing the people of Karnataka?
That there is economics involved.
Yeah, you can take 25,000 crores of the STSC funds. You can make a scandal. You can make a scandal of 180 crores in the Valmiki Nigam. You can make a scandal of 5,000 crores in the construction labor subsidy. But you can't give free milk. You can give the guarantees at the cost of the people. You are giving the guarantees at the cost of the pockets of the
Okay, we
people.
are now
What rights and
now
ethics
we're not able to really
you're doing
make
justice
sense
to
of
the
what you all are
people of
saying.
Karnataka, Mr. Sathya
One by one,
Prakash.
Dr. Sudha Halka, I know you want to counter, Sathya Prakash, and Sathya Prakash wants to clarify, but if you're going to speak over each other, the viewers are not going to understand what you're saying. I'll bring in Sandeep as well very quickly here. Sandeep, as a person who goes out there tomorrow to buy a packet of milk, when the government says, I'm giving you 50 ml more, and all that you have to do is pay proportionate increase in price. We're not increasing the price here. Overall, it's not burdening you because we're giving you extra milk. How, as a consumer, how do you really view this, Sandeep?
Well, frankly speaking, I think the impact is being felt across the board, in the sense the overall increase in all aspects is what will actually affect every individual citizen. But since the government has made a promise, a populist promise of giving various free services, and if they're incurring a huge cost for it, they have to get in some sort of fiscal prudence. They have to have better discipline. There is no justification for announcing 50,000 crore, 80,000 crore tunnel
But Sandeep,
project, which is not
I want to
required or
know
wanted by anyone.
from a layman's perspective, tomorrow when you pay 2 rupee more for that half a litre or 1 litre, is it okay because you're getting that 50 ml more? Though you didn't ask for it, you went there to purchase 500 ml, but the government is saying we are going to give you 550 ml and you have to buy this and you have to pay 2 rupees more. Is that okay with you?
No, but if you're getting more milk and the price is going up proportionally, then it is not an increase per se, isn't it? It's you're just being made to consume more. I don't see what the benefit for anybody in that is. So this particular specific example, I'm a little confused by. But overall, I feel the government should actually exercise more prudence now. It should cut expenditure. It should have more discipline. It should take up essential projects, not white elephant projects like tunnel roads and all that, which are not required, which will in fact worsen the situation in the city. And it should bring in much better management. It should bring in experts, do a lot of public consultation. I think that is where they're failing. Per se, I have nothing against.
Well, the Boston Consultancy Group has been hired. This is something that made news a couple of days ago, Sandeep, that they are the ones who are going to give some financial advice to the state government about how to monetize better and do various things. I'll also here bring in Vijay Sardana here to bring us a little more, in-depth perspective, in fact, of how they want to really manage the situation. Mr. Vijay Sardana, I'm sure you've looked at how things have been unfolding in Karnataka after the 5 guarantees have been promised. We've had a myriad of reactions. On one hand, there have been people, of course, who've enjoyed the benefits and who've lauded the efforts of the state. When you look at it in terms of political dividends, probably it's not how the Congress expected it to work. We've had some of their own MLAs and ministers who've expressed some concerns in the recent past about the guarantees and how it has actually helped the state. And now when you look at a fuel price increase and this strategic move of increasing the quantity of milk offered to the people and also increasing the price, do you look at this as a real increase and a burden for the common man? Or do you feel that this is a very well-planned and well-thought-out move by the Congress party?
First of all, good evening to all the fellow panelists and the viewers. See, what is important for us to understand, there are 2 dimensions of this decision. Number one, all the parameters related to finances of Karnataka are in deficit. For example, total revenue collection of the Karnataka as budgeted, they are not getting as per the plan. So there is a deficit in the revenue collection. Because there is a deficit in revenue collection, they have to reduce the expenditure. Once you have less revenue collection, you cannot fulfill all the promises which you have made. This is one aspect. Now, if you look into the political side of it, there is a constituency, especially Karnataka is quite a big agriculture state, barring few IT centers and few manufacturing base. Vote base is actually farmers. Now you have to convince and please the farmers, because once you are increasing the petrol price, how you will compensate that fuel impact on the rural economy? It means you have to give additional price for the milk collection for farmers. You don't have money to pay extra. So what is the best thing? You take out from the pocket of the consumer and pay to the farmer. So what they have done is, in this justification of 50 ml extra and charging 2 rupees extra, it is basically transferring money from consumer's pocket to farmer's pocket. This is one way of looking at it. So that you can tell the farmer, see, I have increased the milk prices. You are getting now more money. So even if there is an increase in fuel prices, don't worry. I am compensating you, because what you are charging or paying to the farmer is definitely less than what you are charging from the consumer. So they are trying to balance it. Because they don't have a money, so somewhere they have to extract and pay somewhere else. So this is what they are trying to do, balance between consumers and farmers. So this is a smart move. Now issue is, as everybody is saying, that why you are asking 2 rupees extra. See, in Delhi and other states also, everybody accepts there is an inflation. So there is an increase in price, but there is no increase in 50 ml. Let's be very clear. Now, in this case, if you really want to support the consumers, I will say you pay 50 ml extra, you give 50 ml extra, but don't charge if you are really interested in nutrition. Otherwise, in 2 rupees, let me tell you, I am a dairy and food technologist also. Let me tell you, milk is very expensive nutrition. Whatever we say, there is a goodwill, there is a social acceptance, everything. Milk is almost 88 to 90% is water. Only 10%. It means for 50 ml, you are actually giving 5 gram nutrition, 5 to 6 gram in 2 rupees. Rest is all water. So please appreciate that. There are much cheaper proteins available. For example, egg, for example, soybean, for example, any other source of vegetable protein is always cheaper than animal protein, including milk protein. So if you really want to help the farmers from a nutrition point of view, this is not the right strategy. But if you want to please the farmers, this is the right strategy. So this is the way one has to look at it.
Very interesting. Now I'll come to Sathya Prakash once again, because we've had a variety of opinions. And also another question that I want to throw in here is, now I spoke to the KMF chairman. He said that, well, we have extra production of milk, and you also said that the chief minister too made that statement. He says that most of it, of course, is being used to make, milk powder, which he says it's a dead investment. Most of it, of course, does not move out. Now the question here is, to somewhere compensate that, where the income for the KMF could reduce, it becomes a dead investment. Is it okay? Because the consumer, when he goes, all of them may not agree that they want that, 50 ml more at the price of, 2 rupees extra. They would have probably been happy with the quantity that they're getting, because they were paying lesser. So are you shifting the burden on the common man to compensate the farmers? Is it that kind of a strategy? And
Deepak.
I think even Vijay Sardana somewhere agreed that that's how it's really operating here.
See, we need to understand, for what Vijay said, he's asking me, ma'am, 1 second. So for what Vijay said, now there are 27 lakh farmers who are giving milk to us. There were two options before the government. There is excess production, that is a fact. Now, should we tell we will not procure more milk? In front of the KMF and in front of the government, there were two things. Either they can tell the farmer we will not take more milk.
Of course
that
not.
Would have brought more hardships.
But Sudha Halka said there are other options. Or possibly, Sudha Halka and Mr. Vijay, both of them had other alternatives, that you could either give it to the consumer, say, well, we'll give you this additional amount of milk because the produce has been good. On the other hand, you could have sold it to other states and used it in other means. But here, the burden shifts to the common man, isn't it?
Vijay himself said.
Now, whether he actually needs that 50 ml or not, whether it is going to be of any help or not, that's not being looked at all.
No.
This is not an option that has been given to the consumer directly.
Give me 1 or 2 minutes, I'll explain. Vijay himself said we are revenue surplus,
Please
so
go
we
ahead.
have to create revenues
Please go ahead. Yes,
for all
go
the
ahead.
programs that we have to give. Now there are more than 1 crore odd families which are getting. Most of them again are farmers. More than 60% of those beneficiaries will be farmers. Now the thing before us was, the best thing was we will say that no, we will not procure more milk. Then it would have been. But we cannot tell like that to the farmer producers, because then what do? They have to throw the milk. So what the government did is it did a
Why
win-win
they have to
situation.
throw? Give it,
On one
sell
side,
it to the
it said
other
that we will
states.
not stop. We will not stop procuring the milk.
Karnataka.
Point number one.
Give it to
On
the
the
poor
other side, it said
people.
that
How can you ask the farmers to stop their production?
1 second. On the other side,
Sudha,
the government said
Sudha,
that we are going
Dr. Sudha
to
Halka, let Mr. Sathya Prakash complete, and we have enough time for you to as well come in. So let him complete and make his point.
So government said that we will not stop the farmers, because farmers, the monsoon is good, let them produce more milk and we will do it. The second option was to make milk powder. Milk powder already we have excess. Third point, what someone said was, why don't you sell it to other states? Other states will not buy at this rate. Other states will buy it at lesser rate. Please understand. So for the government of the day to set right its finances, that is where I said, siddaramaiah is a very astute finance minister. He did a very good thing. On one side, he's protecting the farmers. On the other side, he is not cheating the customers, like what BJP did or Modi did. They are not cheating the customer. And he is balancing the whole financial situation so that it is a win-win situation for the farmers. It is a win-win situation for the consumers. It is a win-win situation for the government. They will have enough money for developmental work. All the same people said, where is the development?
For the
now,
Congress.
when we mop up resources, development will happen is all I want to say, Mr. Bopanna.
Where is the
Mr. Sathya
development in
Prakash,
Karnataka? Not a single road, not 1 kilometer of road is developed in Karnataka.
You could say, of course, it is a good move for the government, of course, to earn more, the KMF to earn more, to help the farmers. But at the end of the day, that question still lingers, that whether the common man asked for this, is it being forced upon him? And when anything is being forced upon the people, is it considered a good strategy by the government is a question. And how the mindset of the people will work here will also be very definitive. But right now, one easy aspect that everyone notices is that elections are over. So taking these sort of difficult decisions, which probably is important for the KMF, is important for the farmers, is only done after the elections, because you feel that, the impact that it will leave on the people's mind won't reflect, in any elections. And now, assembly is over. Lok Sabha is over, but also there are by-elections coming up. If elections are the only thing that, political parties consider when they look at, increase in prices. Now, okay, so I can ask you to come in as well now.
Deepak. Yeah, Deepak, there is one serious note which we all have to look upon. See, earlier also we had mentioned it is an ATM government, and exactly they are acting like that and playing exactly what we had told. The 5 rupees, which was supposed to given as a supportive amount to the farmers, to the dairy farmers, has not been given in the past 10 months. That is 1,000 crores is still pending, which has to be given to the dairy farmers. So the government of Karnataka is collecting these funds through the common man again. And my question is, where is all the amount going, Deepak? 25,000 crores of the STSC funds is utilized. 5,000 crores of the construction labor subsidy amount is utilized, which the court has asked. Then there is 185 crores of the Valmiki Nigam. There are so many scandals going on, and day by day, every commodity, they're increasing the prices, double. The excise duty is tripled, the electricity is doubled. More than 20,000 crores have been collected by the common man today, Deepak. Where is the amount going? This is a serious note which everybody has to look into it. Why couldn't they increase why couldn't they tap the resources by selling the milk to the other states?
But he countered that point. Sathya Prakash said we won't get that same price when you sell it to other states. That's the reason, it was a planned move by the state
They could have given
revenue
to the people of Karnataka. They could have given to the poor people. Mr. Yediyurappa had already done it. He had bought the government had bought it from the
You
farmers
don't
and
want
they had
anything
distributed
free
it to the
go
poor people.
You are against the poor
And why
policies
increase
of
in
the
the
Congress
electricity price?
government.
Why increase in
You
the
don't
fuel
want
prices?
anything
Why
free.
increase in the land prices?
You shamelessly call those
Why increase in the
freebies.
sub-register values?
You call those freebies, and now you want those
Even the
freebies to
vegetable
go
prices
again.
are going to
You are the
reaching the
ones who are
sky.
against
You
our Bhagas.
people are going to tax the
Okay,
people
and
of
now you want
Karnataka
to go
even to
ahead.
sleep tomorrow.
Okay, very, one
Sleep
last question, Mr.
tomorrow.
Satya Prakash,
Aren't you
before we
ashamed
come
the way
to
you
an end
people
of
are
this
looting the
debate.
people of
Mr. Satya
Karnataka
Prakash,
today?
the question that's coming up, the question that's coming up on the minds of the people is, if the guarantees are going to continue, many of them, some of them enjoy the guarantees, some of them may not, but at the end of the day, these sort of increased prices, be it fuel, be it milk, be it stamp duty, and all of this combined, do you see it as
So many
somewhere
of the
the common
industries have
man
shut
paying
down
the
people
price
today because
for
of
the
the hike in
guarantees that the
electricity
Congress
price.
has promised?
See, Deepak,
What
we
sort
have
of
never
development
done
these
any
people are doing?
policies for the sake of votes. If we had done all these guarantee schemes for the sake of votes, as soon as we got only 9 seats, we would have rolled it back. But we are
Absolutely,
not
like
a
how
party
Indira Gandhi
for sake of votes or
had
anything.
declared
One second, ma'am.
emergency for
We
her
are not a
own
party
selfish
who do
greed
these
for the
programs
power.
for the
You
sake
people
of
have
votes like
declared the
BJP. You
guarantees
look
for
at
your own
BJP.
selfish
In
greed of
Karnataka,
power,
they
and you
cry that
people
we are
like
giving free bill. But when it
she
comes to
had
elections
punished the
in Madhya
innocent people.
Pradesh,
You people
when
are
it comes
also
to
punishing
elections
the
in
innocent
Rajasthan,
people of
they are the
Karnataka.
ones who want
Okay.
free cylinder.
This is
We
there
are
in
a
the
Okay,
party
DNA
now
of
which is
Congress.
it
believing
feels
Like
like the
what
BJP
Deepak,
and the
can I leave a
Congress are
point?
going to go at each
Come
other
on,
over
let's
this,
please
but the
look at
Congress says there's a rationale behind how we have increased this price of the milk. It will not affect the common man. They can make use of this additional milk. They can use it to make curd and various other means. But how do the people really think? Of course, we've heard some perspectives of that as well. And we've heard from the experts on the panel too about what this strategy looks like as far as from the state government's perspective too. So let's see, of course, right now with the BJP predicting that there could be an increase in even, bus fares, whether this is a risk that the Congress will take is the question that comes up. Thanking all our panelists.